Welcome back. Today we're working on another watercolor card. I am loving the watercolors this year. How many of you have got your hands into it? Have you been trying it out for your first time? Are you loving it? Let me know in the comments. If you're an expert at this, I would love to know that you're watching, and just let me know what is your favorite thing that you've made this year from watercolor. So anyways, to start off, let's get back to the tutorial. To start off, I went ahead and put some washi tape on my Christmas card, my blank cards, and I did it backwards, okay? So kind of look at how your card opens. I want it to be, it's basically upside down. So I've put my V upside down. That's going to be my Christmas tree. And I went ahead and I sprayed my palette just to let it get wet, and I actually let it sit for a couple minutes, but I speed that up for you. No point in watching the paint get wet. Just so it softens up the pigments. And then I am going in and I'm painting some hearts. So you can see down in the very bottom of that V, I painted a nice light aquamarine heart in that corner. And then the next layer up, I'm going with 2 hearts. Now each layer I go up, I'm going a little bit darker in colors. I didn't want to go too blue. I'm kind of traditionalist. I like my trees to be green. So I did switch over to green here, but going with the light color, and I didn't take all that aquamarine off my brush. So it's got a little hint of that still in there. And we're just going to move more into the green shades now at this point. Little contrast is pretty though. So we're going up another level, going up another level of darkness as well. My second heart there was a little big, so my fourth one's going to end up a little bit smaller, but it's okay. And then you can see there, I've went back and I've added a little extra pigment into those 2 center ones because they were a little light. And my first one and my fourth one were a little darker. It means there was less water on my brush and a little more pigment on my brush. So I went back and I just kind of tapped that in there just to give it a little more darkness. You can see I'm doing it again right there on that heart as well. Just darkening it up on the edge. The nice thing with watercolor is when you bring it in and you touch that darker shade on the outside edge, it kind of wicks its way into the center when it's wet. It's fun to watch as well. Now I'm going to go in with a much darker shade for my tree trunk. And then at this point is when you would let this dry. I am going to leave it for a couple seconds, but not very long, as you can see. Patience is not my strong suit. If this card looked like it was buckling a lot, raising up in the center, I definitely wouldn't be removing the tape, but it still looks pretty flat. So being impatient and all, I'm going ahead and carefully removing my washi tape. So there's my Christmas tree now. Yes, my tree trunk is a little off-centered. It's okay. It's perfectly imperfect. All right, I'm going to go in with a darker shade of that aquamarine. And I'm going to do a heart on the very top. I thought I'd try something different, a little more maybe contemporary. I don't know. I'm very traditional, so my heart is saying that I should really be doing a star. Let me know what you prefer. Do you prefer a star on the top of the tree, or are you okay with people putting different things on the top of the tree? I'm very much a traditionalist. It's either an angel on my real trees or in my artwork, it's typically a star, but I thought I'd try something different. Now I'm going to go in there and put some razzle dazzle and some sparkle in my artwork. So I'm going in with my E8000 glue. I use this a lot because of that nice tiny tip on it. That's my favorite part of this glue. Probably don't need something that strong on paper craft, but that little tip is, it's just perfect. Especially for doing these little rhinestones. Okay, so I've got my rhinestones and my rhinestone picker pen from Totally Dazzled. I will have the link down in the comments. I do make a tiny smidgen of money from them because I am an affiliate for everything that's sold using my link. So I do appreciate you doing that. But you will find, and I'm not just saying it because I make money from Totally Dazzled, but you will find that when you use Totally Dazzled picker pen, it's a much better quality than the ones you're finding on Amazon typically. I've gone through a few of them from Amazon that wax tip has broke on me like the first or second time using them. That's why I was looking for a different rhinestone picker pen. And I came across Totally Dazzled and I fell in love with it. Oh my gosh, I also didn't realize the difference in quality of rhinestones. I was used to using ones from Amazon and they were nice. But once I got my hands on the Totally Dazzled ones, I'm like, wow, that is some serious bling. There is some serious shine. Oh, it's gorgeous. Now my heart is still wet up here and I decided to run across the house and grab some Himalayan salt and put that in there just to see if it's going to give it a different texture. So I've got it in there. It's while the paint is still wet and it's just going to dry there. Now, yes, you should leave your card lying flat and let that Himalayan salt do its thing. But I'm impatient. So I am going to check on it a couple times. But I'm going to go ahead and grab my stamp. See, I'm just nervous. Is it running? Is it running? No, it's good. Grab my stamp and I'm going ahead and stamping the inside. Make the season sparkle. Doesn't that kind of suit this? But then I'm looking back at it and I'm like, make the season sparkle. We better make this sparkle a little more, right? So this is where I've decided I definitely would have preferred to have the star up there. I removed my salt. It did give it a little bit of a textured look, but I'm going to add some sparkle up around the top of the tree. And typically it's when you put the star on the tree, you know how you have those lines come out that shows that it's really brilliant and shining. Well, I decided to do that around the heart. And the whole time that I'm doing this, I'm like, I should have went with the star. I should have went with the star. How many of you are such a traditionalist that you really do prefer that? I do. If I could make a little angel, I would probably do that, but I'm not quite that skilled. So I am wishing it was a star. So I might end up doing this card one more time. So now that I've got that E8000 glue on there, which I probably didn't need that strength of glue either, but that little tip on that is just, oh, it's perfect for rhinestones. It's such a fine tip for the glue to come out. I absolutely love it. So here we are adding those little rhinestones. Look how easy that picker pen just picks those up. So you just give it a shake so that the shiny rhinestones are sticking upwards, flat sides down. If it picks up one the opposite way, then you just drop it off with your finger and go back and grab another one. But it is so much better. When I first started adding rhinestones to things, I didn't know about these pens, and I was trying to do it with tweezers. Oh, it was a nightmare. But this is moving along very quickly. So again, that link for Totally Dazzled rhinestones and rhinestone picker pen, there's actually a whole set that you can get. It will be in the description. If you've already tried it, let me know if you love it. Also, make sure you've hit that subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one.